今回この制限状況2014年世界卓球団体選手権大会や大会が決定した背景には世界中の卓球仲間が温かい支援があまりにもこの日本にできること古いポーズが今日本にできることそれは最高のプレーをし世界最高峰の戦いになり表彰台の上が世界中の卓球仲間に笑顔で感謝をされることではないでしょうか。一方の前に戦うことによる中国の壁をぶち破れプレイト役者が飛んだいや作り頑張れ日本会場の皆さん全国の皆さん心を込めに日本を応援しましょう。
Welcome back to the ITTF's Zenno 2014 World Teams Table Tennis Championships in Tokyo, Japan, live out of Yoyogi National Gymnasium in Shibuya. I'm Adam Bobrow, and with me is Gavin Rumgay. How you doing today, Gavin?
Not too bad at all, Adam.
So we've got some
excited here to be part of this big final involving the #1 seed China and #2 Japan.
Absolutely. On the table right now, you see Yuka Ishigaki, the chopper, 24-year-old, world rank 38. Some excellent performance in the quarters and the semis. A real fighter, great variation and strong attack when she's close to the net. Good footwork, variation of spin. But she's got a very tough match ahead of her with world rank #2, Ding Ning, on the other side of the table. China definitely the favorite here, but seeing 1 versus 2 is going to be more exciting than any match we should have seen so far. So the Japanese structure, Gavin, you were talking a little bit about the clubs and the way things work in Japan.
Japan, first game, Japan to serve.
Looks like we'll get to that in a little bit. Ishigaki's going to start off game 1 with the serve. Nice and close to the table. Very patient. The shot selection was crucial, and Ishigaki takes the first point. Seeing your opponent when it's Ding Ning turn the corner like that has to put a little bit of fear and a whole lot of pressure on you.
You can see straight away Ishigaki looking more comfortable to receive with the backhand. That's why she stepped miles round there on the forehand side.
Outstanding point. The first 3 chops were as deep on the table as could be. Even a great counter loop there early on. And that last ball just too wide and too fast. Outstanding placement from Ding Ning. What a shot! The serve receive was not a bad receive. Some topspin. Look how low it is when she counters that. What a gutsy counterattack. Ishigaki showing her strength as an offensive player as well as defense. Very important in this match. Very close to getting the first 3 points with attacks. Great attempt, definitely keeping Ding Ning on guard.
You can see in the first 6 points though, Ishigaki definitely going to have a go, mixing between both attack and defense.
Left that one a little bit too high and too close to the net. Ding Ning, fast feet there, no problem for the put away. Now she was a step and a half behind the table for that counter. A little bit lower percentage shot. She needs to stay a little bit closer if she's going to be making that shot.
Can be quite effective sometimes to spin a little bit lower, take pace off the ball.
Very heavy chop. That forehand with the inverted rubber, she really gets loaded on it. And even with all the lift that Ding Ning puts into that, still finds the top of the net.
7-3.
The push to push just a little bit long, and Ding Ning takes the lead 4 points now, up 7-3. One more counterattack, and just misses the last one. Ding Ning really pushing Ishigaki to the limits on both defense and offense. And you can see the sleeve rolled up now from Ding Ning. It was short to begin with, but now it's all the way over the shoulder.
4-9.
Floated it just a bit long. Nice change of pace by Ding Ning, making her come in a little bit, catching the ball lower. Beautiful attack in the second one, right off the bounce, just smothering the ball, allowing no time for Ding Ning to react. Look at this. Snapped. That's the type of high-pressure shot she needs to play against world rank number 2 if she's going to pull out a win. Outstanding angle, and you could hear that guttural grunt, the chole, from Ding Ning as she pulls that one off. Beautiful extension, keeps the shoulders open, misleads with the body, and then hits it too wide to the forehand, and now it's 5 game points for Ding Ning. Outstanding angle from Ding Ning, way out wide to the backhand, and she takes the first game 11-5. And we're back for game two. Gavin, there was some talk about the long pips on the backhand, the twiddling. Let's talk about that a little bit. What are your thoughts for strategy?
A lot of the top quality choppers, and when I mean top quality, I mean top 50 in the world, have the ability to change the racket round, using the red side sometimes, using the black side sometimes. And we can see sometimes though, in the last set, Ishigaki going away from the table, chopping with the long pimple, which gives a slightly different flight on the ball, as opposed to the normal red rubber.
So for those of you who aren't familiar, the twiddle means that the inverted is not always on the forehand side. Ishigaki getting down and getting her legs into that. Little extra spin, ding-ding, overcompensating. Very difficult ball from right next to the table. Offensive forehand prowess from Ishigaki. She's attacked more in this match than we've seen any match this tournament. And I think that's crucial, something that's going to be very necessary.
You can see early on in the point there, Ishigaki going for the little twiddle, pushing with the black rubber that changed the ball to topspin. Lots of different spins on the ball for Ding Ning to try and negotiate.
That's the right shot selection, the right idea. She saw the open court, just had to get on top of the ball. But Ding Ning with some extra spin on this forehand. Watch it kick up and out. She's got to keep the racket a little higher to get on top of that. Clever idea, trying to keep it deep on the table with some topspin, but unfortunately it was way too short. Head-to-head, Ding Ning has won the only 2 matches that she's played against Ishigaki, but the last time was in 2011, so in the past 3 years there have been some major improvements by Ishigaki, who once again is a 24-year-old, so there might have been some strong development that could make this match a different outcome. Most of the points she's winning right now are on the attack, Gavin.
Important that she can keep that up, keep serving well.
That's a little higher, the placement's perfect. She saw the line, she's right on point, just a little too low. Once again, if you're following us, you can write us on Twitter. So send in your questions and we'll look forward to answering them for you when there's time in this exciting showdown. Heavy chop deep on the table to the backhand side. Ding Ning a little slow to get around it, and it's just too heavy.
Sometimes it's never a bad idea to chop a little bit higher. Brings a little bit of temptation to your opponent to try and overhit the ball.
Just too close to the net. The defense has got to be deeper, but excellent job by Ding Ning of working the angles again. You can see full arms reach there, just completely extended, and the second ball from even farther away from the table. Once again, if you're trying to write us on Twitter, it's at ITTFWorld, hashtag TTokyo2014. Send in those questions. A little bit of extra kick on that ball. You could see a slower, spinnier ball from Ishigaki. Didn't really get on top of that one, caught it a bit later. Another way you can reach us, check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/ITTFWorld. Slower, a little more cautiously. And the combination of spin by Ishigaki, very unpredictable, very nice, forcing Ding Ning to focus just that extra bit.
I love this wonderful compact chopping action as well that Ishigaki has.
Now that last cheer you heard was the Chinese fan club. That was the Chinese crowd. Ding Ning has some supporters here, although it pales in comparison to the 9,000 Japanese fans. Excellent point. Ishigaki turning her back completely to the table just to get her paddle on it. Almost did a full spin. She could have gone either way. She was halfway away from the table. She turned around, and then the next ball with a heavy chop. Ding Ning overlifting Ishigaki with a 1-point lead against Ding Ning's serve.
Sometimes as well, when the chopper's at full stretch, they don't get as much purchase, not as much backspin on the ball.
That serve is so difficult to read. That backhand tomahawk, it's the reverse. And what an outstanding response. She reads the spin, no problem, deep on the table and low to start the rally. Outstanding play to break two serves from Ding Ning. Ishigaki with the serve and a 2-point lead at 8-6. Just an inch or two away from the open court. She got the ball early, the timing was pretty good. Short stroke, you can see it was a quick decision. I think she's hoping to catch Ding Ning off guard with that.
Too much of the high-risk stuff, though. She could direct that ball back into the middle, I think.
It's just amazing how many points Ishigaki has won with what appears to be a standard block for Ding Ning. Heavy spin ball deep into the backhand corner, and Ding Ning not stepping around. She just can't keep that ball down. So much spin from Ishigaki. Here comes the reverse tomahawk. Position of the serve was changed. This time it was deep to the backhand court, but no problem for Ishigaki as the rally starts. Some snaking. I don't think she's had much success putting the topspin ball on from down under the table, the defensive topspin shot. Nice variation, but right now she should stick with what's working. Ding Ning within 1 point, 8-9. Just flipping the edge. A fast, flat block out wide to the forehand side. You can see her just catching the inside of the ball too. Look at the placement on that shot. Ding Ning watching in amazement. And now Ishigaki with not only the serve, but her first 2 game points this match. Japan versus China, Ding Ning versus Ishigaki. Come back for game 3 in a moment. Come back from game 3, you can hear the crowd. Ishigaki, Ishigaki. Ishigaki, world rank 38 against Chinese Ding Ning, world rank number 2. But right now, they're dead even.
To serve. Love ball.
Onegaishimasu, 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 says Ishigaki. And as game 3 starts, Ishigaki will have the serve.
Love 1.
A little bit higher, floating it just off the table.
I don't mind her throwing in 1 or 2 deliberate higher chops though.
That was the most success we've seen from the topspin ball on the defensive play. That one right there as it kicks out. She gets back in the point, but a little too close to the net, and Ding Ning takes the angle right off it out wide to the forehand.
I think that's key for Ding Ning, to start caressing the ball on the angles as well. Make the chopper have to run about on that Terraflex floor.
Love.
Clever idea, the ball just wasn't there. She started her swing a little bit early, but hadn't come in enough. Ding Ning changing the placement, moving the defensive player not only side to side, but in and out. Very effective strategy. Strong start for Ding Ning, she's up 3-0. Clever play by Ding Ning after 3 big loops. A little bit slower and spinny, forcing Ishigaki to get it near the ground. And once again, you could hear the cheering. The Chinese had the last word with the Jio. Now Ishigaki down 0-4, needs to take these 2 serves.
That was unlucky. Ishigaki looking to just chop slightly earlier, taking the ball at point 2, meaning if point 1's early, point 2's middle range, and point 3's nearer the Terraflex flooring.
Very depth of the table. The placement of Ding Ning right into the body. Look at that turn. Very uncomfortable shot. Here's a super slow roll, the ball hitting the edge. Japanese fans chanting Ishigaki. Everybody loves a spin. Good old 360's a crowd pleaser. Unbelievable. It looked like her back was turned to the table at the point of contact. Love it. The forehand stroke a little bit cramped, a little bit short. It's 6-1 for Ding Ning. Excellent block by Ding Ning on the short spinny ball to the forehand.
Thought that was the right idea though, to spin up into that forehand block. Ding Ning equal on this occasion though. It's important to get another few points on the board though, even if she is to lose this set, the Japanese player. Gain momentum.
A lot of topspin shots from off the table in that rally from Ishigaki. And even the last one with the side spin, still some topspin. She had a few into the body that she took back with topspin. And that one right there, it's going to kick out wide to the forehand. Clever shot, but it's got to land on the table first. shot again with the side spin and the top spin, just carrying long. And that was an outstanding point with an unfortunate finish for Ishigaki.
Good thing, Ning credit there as well, keeping her racket high. She was looping and she was blocking halfway through the rally. Two vastly different skills.
See a lot of points and that early from shots from Ishigaki. Ding Ning trying to play the angular ball, but just overdoing it a little bit. Ishigaki still down by 7 as Ding Ning serves at 9-2. Fast reaction into the body, the placement of Ding Ning and the power of Ding Ning on that. A great combination, and she has 8 game points. Ishigaki fighting him off.
Still important for Ishigaki to get 3 or 4 points here. Don't want to just wimp out 11-2.
Clever idea, comes back to the table, goes wide to the forehand, but the pressure of that ball, too low, too high a pressure. So game 3 goes to Ding Ning, and she's winning 2-1. Back in a moment. So we're back for game 4 in the World Championship Finals for women. Ishigaki trailing 1-2. Ding Ning took the last one with authority. And Ishigaki hopefully had a good minute to talk with the coach and figure out a new strategy to derail the Ding Ning train. 4 attacks and 1 point is not going to do it, apparently. Even with the top of the net on one. Ding Ning, just a beast. Unbelievable. Prepared for pretty much anything, it seems. Ishigaki's attacking, the block comes back. It's a very difficult ball for her to attack again. It's low, off the table, and by the time it's the 3rd attack, you can see there's just not much threat on that spinny ball, and a flat hit's a too low percentage shot to take.
Hats off to Ding Ning as well for reading all these chop defense.
And a very quick, powerful receive. Ding Ning not wasting any time winning that point.
Timeout.
Timeout is called. Ishigaki going to the corner, as will Ding Ning. Right now, not a lot to be told to Ding Ning. She's doing everything right. Ishigaki's giving a great fight. Just a question of preparation and what you have in your tool shed, you know?
Ishigaki doing really well at the start with her attacks, attacking straight down the flanks. But it seems now that Ding Ning has started to read that situation. She's blocking a little bit better. She's actually more in an active blocking stance as well, which makes it easier to return the ball. And then when she goes back to the attacking, it's definitely more potent.
So Ishigaki's got a few clever serves that have earned herself third ball attacks in the past. And when she's right near the table is when her attacks are the most effective. She can flat hit it very well, and that's going to be much tougher to block. We'll see how this timeout pays off for Ishigaki as she's trailing 0-3 in the early part of Game 4. Tricky serve, didn't even need to pull out the attack. Outright wins the point. Ding Ning still up by 2, 3-1, and the serve. From down to the side and then crushes it for a winner. Unbelievable. If that's not point of the day, you know what? We're just in the first match of this whole overall team matchup. What a point. And it's a 1-point game. Ding Ning still with the lead. The shot is just, I think it's only landed maybe 0 times. If I'm counting correctly, I think the side spin, top spin shot has landed 0 times.
And it's to do with Ishigaki's footwork. She needs to move forward on that ball. It's deliberately a slower ball coming in from Ding Ning. Step forward.
Right idea, the ball is a little bit low. Ding Ning keeping it low on the push, as she has to because the Ishigaki attack doesn't come back. Cut me a beat. A lot of trouble with that top spin sort of fishing shot from down low. And surprisingly, this time, the Ishigaki heavy topspin deep to the backhand corner was blocked back. In the earlier parts of the match, we saw a lot of times Ding Ning could not keep that ball down.
She's throwing lots of different variations at Ding Ning, but she's comfortable at the moment.
Then one wide with the forehand and back into the body. Ding Ning playing persistence with that precision of the shot right into the body.
Showing her physicality as well. Sometimes in the women's game, you see that they can't generate their own power, but you can see on this occasion, Ding Ning really, really strong. For a little kick serve, we've only seen that once, and that was in the first set. So just changing it up a little bit, Ding Ning, to get a comfortable lead at 8-2.
And once again, Ishigaki does not have her timeout left. Tough, tough position right now. And the serve, I think that's what a lot of the focus of the timeout was about. One thing that's changed since the timeout has been the serve. Came back to the game starting off, nice point outright. Fast block by Ding Ning, forcing Ishigaki to take a quick shot, tries to go to the middle. Ding Ning, 9 points to 3.
See the problem there with Ishigaki trying to penetrate through the shots. The problem is that her racket's a little bit strong, a little bit slower because of the defensive style that she has.
but she had so much pace on that ball. Boom!
The difference that time being that she was moving forward as she hit the ball.
That's right, she got her whole body into that shot. It looked like a hesitation on that decision. She was going to chop and decided to turn it around. Too much spin, tried to play to the middle of the table instead of right back to where Ding Ning was waiting in the backhand corner. And now it is 6 match points for Ding Ning. What an angle. It's the serve and attack. Ishigaki staying close to the net. The serve, nice top spin, steps in and beautiful angle right on the sideline. 5 match points battling right now. Ishigaki still a ways to go. And Ding Ning excited to bring one back for China as they start off this series. China over Japan, 1-0. Second match coming up in a bit.
Solid, 还是要注意半场。